So we'll do 3 deep breaths first. There we go. Who are you? What do you do? And where are you from?
My name's Clarke. I'm 85 years old. I live in Stoke Poges in Buckinghamshire in England. And yeah.
What do you do?
What do I do? I am retired. I used to be a sales and marketing manager in my career, but I've been retired now for 26 years. 26 years. So I'm retired.
Yeah, very good. So what does living a good life mean to you?
Living a good life, I suppose it's really looking back on where you've come from and hard work and endeavour. Through highs and lows of life, you come to a situation where you're comfortable, and so living a good life for me is looking around me and thinking what I've achieved over my life. So living a good life is, as it is now, comfortable, fairly comfortable, and yeah, so that's the way I view it.
Yeah, that's lovely, thank you. And what intentional activity would you say has had the greatest impact in your life?
I was working in sales and marketing for 36 years and I retired, and I always remember my colleagues saying to me, Mike, what are you going to do when you retire? Are you going to be all right? Because the vision was that you went home, you painted the house and dug the garden, and 3 months later you said, what am I going to do for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
I said, I'll be fine. And 20 odd years ago, just after I retired, I started to do Ancestry for people. And I find that very rewarding. I'm not in it for monetary gain, but I love to be able to talk to people and do their ancestry and to see the reactions I have, because it always comes down to one thing. These people I'm dealing with, we're all quite reasonably well off, but going back in time, our ancestors have struggled very hard to achieve, and we are what we are today through their endeavours. Yeah. So that has given me great satisfaction doing Ancestry over many years.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you. So for the community then, what intentional activity do you think could make the biggest difference in your community?
Well, my community, because I play golf, I am dealing with a group of friends, male friends, where you're able to talk to them. They're all different. In actual fact, one of our group has just come out of prison, and it wasn't a very nice experience for him, but it's seeing how he has changed. And I think when you're able to talk to friends, a group of male friends in particular, you get a view, and it helps you to move on in life, to see what their issues are, and somebody just coming out of prison, what his view is now of his future after 6 months in prison. Wow. So yeah, so I think that for me, community is having a group of male friends who you're able to share your problems with. They'll listen to you and you can listen to them. That's my view on that community.
Yeah, that's amazing, thank you. And a one-line message of hope for the world, what might that be?
The one-line message is to be able to, we've seen big changes in our country over the years where our dominance of the world, if you can call that, many years ago, brought us into contact with countries like India, the West Indies. A lot of those people came into this country, their children were born in this country. They're as British as I am. And I think the message to the world really is to say we have to have tolerance in race, colour and creed. And I think if we can start to move towards something better in that direction, it will be the best for the world.
I love that, thank you. Are you up for a heartwarming hug? You look cold. Amazing, thank you.
Hope not.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Honestly.